it's Ruthie, enjoying the Arctic Blast of New South Wales, and I just finished all of my tasks for today, my video editing and whatnot, which means I have the rest of the day to myself, which means I'm working on adjusting a coat. And it's actually a really nice job for a cold day because I've got the coat draped all over me and I've got the cat inside because there was a sheep grazers warning which said that if you had sheep in the fields you probably needed to bring them in because it's too cold for sheep. So I said to the cat, well, it's probably too cold for you too, buddy. And he's been really cooperative. And I'm wondering what I should have for tea. I'm thinking, well, this feels a bit mean to say after I talked about sheep, but I'm thinking shepherd's pie. But actually it won't have lamb in it, so it won't be mean. I think shepherd's pies are just lovely on cold wintry evenings. Oh, come here. Come here. Say hello to your hordes of fans, Mr. House Lion. Say hello. Yes, you like the fire, don't you? Hmm? Say hello. Say hello. He's very mellow. Oh, and this is what my coat looks like. I think it's probably based on a a military design, probably, I'm guessing from maybe the Napoleonic era. I wonder if people do that deliberately or they just think, oh, that looks cool. But anyway, it's definitely a female coat now and yeah, I really like it. So I guess I'll go back to my Judge Judy and my sewing and my cat. Oh dear, now he's decided to stop being cooperative almost as soon as I told you he was being cooperative, which is so typical of the species, isn't it? No way, you're not going out. I was reading on the internet how you don't have a second layer of fur. So you're literally all fur coat and no underwear. And I'm not letting you go out there because I know you have another home, but it's across town and it's very cold out there. I hope he doesn't start spraying around the house when he realizes I'm going to imprison him. But even if he does, I'm still not letting him go out because I really love him and I don't want him getting cat flu, something like that. That would be awful. Well, the cat is now incarcerated in the laundry because when I didn't let him out, he went to spray on something, which he seems to think has a little open sesame trick. It has been in the past, but that's not going to work because it's too cold. And now I've got to, I hate this, but I absolutely hate setting sleeves. It's just, it's so awful because it's the hardest bit and I usually have to rip the sleeve out again and use this thing, a quick unpick or a seam ripper, and I absolutely loathe using it. If you're out there thinking and you're local, oh, Ruth does alterations, forget it. I don't do alterations for anyone but myself, and even that I'm not very good at. So, ugh. I hate this bit. I just hate this bit so much. But it must be done or it won't look good. Oh, I just lost my foot. Oh, I mean this foot. I'm not that mad. So far, so good. Yeah, because you want to go outside into the Arctic Blast. Are you going to come out and not spray? Because I promise you are not going out into that cold. Oh, what have you done? Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, you are not going out. So if you try your little open sesame butt dance again, you will be going back in that laundry. No, you will be. You will be. Oh, I am a woman of my word, Eureka. So if you're thinking about christening anything, I really wouldn't, because you'll be going straight back into the laundry. Yeah. I don't think so, buddy. And no, you are not having dinner this early because then you have nothing left to look forward to. I mean it.
So you just have to chill out, enjoy the heater, watch Beverly Hillbillies with me. And whatever you do, do not lift that tail up, okay? You had a good point. When I said you needed to enjoy the heater, I turned it off. I apologise. That was really, really thoughtless of me. Are we friends? What are you doing? Okay, you're going to have to go back into the laundry. Sorry, I just cannot have this. I don't want my whole house to smell of tomcat. There is nothing even slightly redeeming about that smell. The ladies in your world may love it, but in this world it's just gross. Ooh, it sounds nice. Smells nice too. And I think I definitely made the right decision making shepherd's pie. I'm just letting it cool down before I cut into it, and I'm going to have that with peas. They're in the microwave. And the question is, do I want a dessert? Or no, that is not the question. I absolutely do want a dessert, but the thing is, should I make one or not? Because for lunch I had the most enormous rhubarb and walnut muffin, and it was great, and I had a whole lot of coconut cream with it, and it was very delicious. So I really don't need another dessert, given that I skipped out on my beans on toast, high protein bread for lunch, but you know, we'll see. So this is editing Ruthie popping in to her vlog in a fit of vanity to say that I got several meals out of that shepherd's pie. That was not my dinner and dessert, because that would be way too much food for me. So yeah, I'm cooking about twice a week because Mum and Dad aren't here, and I'm freezing quite a lot. So there you go. Well, you didn't need to know that, but I needed to tell it to you because I'm vain, and it was preying on my mind, so it shall prey no more. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. Really loving the cloud formations today. They're very unusual. They're the kind of clouds that you look at when you're a kid and you make pictures out of them, or you imagine yourself walking around on them like they're these amazing islands in the sky. And I've never really gotten over the thrill of an extraordinary shaped cloud. I suppose it's one of the reasons I write children's books. The things that thrilled me at 8 still thrill me today. But I think that's a rather nice thing, actually. Chapter 6, a fascinating development. Where are you going, Miss Polwarth? Asked David as the car zoomed along the highway towards Sydney. To look at art, said Miss Polwarth loftily. Art has the power to cultivate and lift the mind from the swamp of barbarism. Oh, good, said Debbie. I like museums. Museum? What museum? Asked Miss Polwarth indignantly. You don't go to a museum to view art. All you'll find in a museum is a bunch of stuffy old paintings in heavy gold frames. You can tell at once what the pictures are meant to be. A horse, a woman, some countryside. How derivative. It requires no mental power whatsoever to appreciate art like that. The New South Wales Art Gallery has a modern art section, said David. That is only slightly better, sniffed Miss Polwarth. There are placards telling you what the artist wishes you to see. It's all so unsubtle. No, I am taking you somewhere where you can see real art. An abandoned train station down in the depths of Sydney's underground is the perfect place to see real, raw, unedited art. The graffiti down there is magnificent. Is that even legal? Asked David. Bah! Said Miss Polwarth dismissively. David and Debbie looked at each other in horror. Where is this abandoned train station? Dear children, said Miss Polwarth sternly, the graffiti of an abandoned train station is a national treasure.
I don't want to make its whereabouts common knowledge, because hoodlums might go down there and destroy it. It is enough for you to know that I know where this abandoned train station is, and I am confident that we can get to it without being hit by a train. After all, I've never been hit before.
Well, he turned up screaming at 8:30 at the back door, and he ate a large plate of jelly meat. Then he put himself there, and with the exception of a few little cute readjustments and yawns, he has not moved. So I've been very lucky. I've had his company all day, and I imagine he'll be out again tonight, like the big wild cat he is. But that's what happens when a cat just shifts into your house. You don't really get that much say on what they do. Although I did put my foot down when we had that Arctic blast, and he was none too pleased about it.
Hello all, it's Ruthie, and I have a perfectly foul job to do. I have to get one of my most hated jobs actually in the world. I even worked at a hotel doing this once, and I still haven't got the hang of it. I have to get this duvet into this duvet cover. And as I say, traditionally, this has not gone well in the life of Ruthie. Now, why am I putting it on my vlog? Pay attention, because you're going to be blown away by the nobility of this. I don't know which one of you it is, but I'm pretty sure someone out there will have had a pretty foul week. Maybe you have seen something miserable and awful on the news. Maybe you got into a battle of wits with a buffoon, and by some strange turn of events, the buffoon won. And now you are just sizzling with all the clever comebacks you should have said, but you didn't say because you were so overwhelmed by their buffoonery. Maybe you had a perfectly dreadful dinner that was overcooked or undercooked. I don't know. What I do know is there's a high chance that someone out there needs a good laugh. And you're jolly well going to get it, because I've decided to put this duvet into this duvet cover. I don't know what's going to happen. I promise you this is not scripted, but things usually happen. So I hope you feel loved, and I hope you enjoy what's about to happen next. I don't know who came up with this idea actually, but it's absolutely dreadful. See? Do not be deceived by the fact that I appear to be quite competently doing this. It always goes all right up to this point. And now, this is where things start to go a bit wrong. Without fail. You know, there must be some sort of way of doing this. It doesn't involve me getting inside it, but I don't know, and I've never found it out. And wait, it's not going well. It's not going well at all. This is going very wrong. Who came up with this idea? Probably someone very clever, or sadistic and mean-spirited. Well, that went better than I expected, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed that.
And what's this? What is this camouflaged in this pile of blankets? Oh, it appears to be the house lion, who's feeling the cold, even though today's not that cold. You go, Mr. House Lion.
Hello all, it's Ruthie at the end of the week I should say. How great are crock pots? They're just great, aren't they? I put on a casserole earlier in the day, and then it's just been cooking away, getting more and more fragrant, and it should be ready in about about an hour, I think. I want it well done, and it's chicken casserole, and it smells amazing. So I'm just waiting for that. And I'm still working on that coat I showed you at the start of the week. You know how I said I'd probably have to use my quick unpick and rip out the sleeves I reset? Well, I absolutely did, but I do want to point out I did quite a good job setting the seams, but once I put it on, I had a feeling this would have to happen. I had to raise it a few inches so it would sit properly, and I didn't want to do that because that meant unpicking all of the collar and then refitting the collar, and just a horrible job. But in the long run, so worth it. It's amazing what a difference that makes. Interestingly enough, because I keep reading how they reckon that self-esteem in women is really dropping, and they say it's social media, and maybe it is, probably not the healthiest thing, but I do wonder if something that's contributing to that is the fact that people don't fit their clothes anymore, because, oh, the earring just fell out. It's weird. I'm glad that happened around here, because I like these earrings. Yeah, because if you think about it, I think there's a lot less sewing going on in society. We just tend to buy our clothes from, you know, the Big W or Walmart or that sort of thing, or, you know, not that it matters if you buy them from a more expensive place, it still holds true. I remember Mum once, when we first arrived in Australia, we were working in a hotel, we were all housekeeping, and she went to this room one day and this woman was just in tears because she'd spent the whole of the previous day shopping for an outfit to wear to this really fancy wedding. And she's like, none of it looks good on me. It's like, well, of course none of it looks good on you because none of it fits. So I have this philosophy that sometimes when people look in the mirror and they don't like the way they look, it may actually have more to do with the clothes that are not fitting them. So, you know, a little adjustment here, a little adjustment there can do wonders. Now that I'm saying that, I'm just looking at this blouse actually. I'm thinking this is going to need to come in a bit at the shoulders. It's starting to annoy me. So, yes, that is my 2 cents worth. If you don't like the way you look, before you start attacking yourself aggressively, maybe learn how to do basic alterations on your clothes. You'd be amazed what a little nip and tuck on a piece of clothing can do. Well, I can't wait for tea. I am looking forward to that. It smells really nice. Oh, before I go, I just want to say, you know that last scene which I took, or maybe about an hour ago, where I was wearing that white lace top? That is way too big for me. I looked at the footage, it's a new top, and I thought about reshooting it because I'm essentially a very vain person, and then I thought, no, I won't, because it is a really good example of what I'm saying, that if your clothes don't fit you, you're gonna look a lot worse than if they fit you. So seriously, if you think that you're a very ugly human being, I bet you're not. I bet you're not. And a really simple fix can actually be basic alterations in your clothes. Seriously, it's amazing how much of a difference that makes. So that is my advice. Before you go, I really do mean it. Before you go thinking, oh, I'm so awful, I'm so ugly, I'm so unappealing, check your clothes. They're probably the wrong size for you because, you know, we live in a society where we buy everything off the rack and then we just stick it in the wardrobe and then we start wearing it. And that can work for some people. Like my sister Rachel is unbelievably blessed. She's beautifully proportioned. She buys something and it works. I am not so lucky. I have to take it in and sometimes take it out, and you know, it's a bit more work, but hey, it beats feeling ugly. So that is my helpful tip for the week. Really, don't hate yourself. Just learn a few learn how to adjust clothes. It's really not that difficult. As Mum says to me, oh, Ruth, you're so impractical. It's a wonder to me you can clean and sew. So there you go. If I can do it, I'm sure you can. Anyway, that has been the daily doings at Rosebank House. Thank you so much for following along. It's really made my week quite sparkly, feeling that you are coming along with me. And I am now going to go and have dinner and watch something old and black and white, probably Laurel and Hardy. Thank you so much for following along. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.